Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another tier ranking video, but this one is a little bit different because I'm going to be tier ranking Harry Potter characters. Yes, tier ranking Harry Potter characters. So I am so excited. I've created a full list of a bunch of Harry Potter characters. They are not all of the Harry Potter characters. I missed a few, unfortunately. I am so excited to start ranking them. So yeah, let's just get started. So let's just start with going through what the different tiers are. So first we have Faves. So the best of the best, my absolute favorite characters. Great characters, so they're not quite favorites. Good, average, take them or leave them, which I feel like kind of goes along with average, but we'll see how that goes. Trash, so I hate them. And then trashier than trash, because there are just some characters who they're just worse than trash. So I've got all of them down here. We've got a lot to go through. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so the first one that we have here is Kreacher. So Kreacher has quite a story. So he starts off being really, really annoying. We first meet him in Order of the Phoenix, and he is just like a bad house elf. He's not good. He's way too loyal to Sirius's mom, and he's like mudbloods and against all of that, and he really hates Sirius. But by the time we get to Deathly Hallows, he kind of grows on Harry and all of them, and he starts to actually like them. So I'm gonna put him in average because I don't love him. I don't think he quite deserves to being good. Do you know what I mean? Like he ends up being good, but he was bad for so long that he's average. So then we have Dean Thomas. So Dean, one, the actor is really, really attractive. Like, come on, really attractive. But as for the actual character, especially in the movies, doesn't have like a huge role. So I'm actually also going to put him in average for now. I just don't really have like a huge connection to him. Then we have Cornelius Fudge. He is obviously the Minister for Magic. He's pretty trash, honestly. He's pretty trash. He starts out being okay, but then he gets pretty trashy. You know, he's the reason that nobody knew that Voldemort was back. You know, he kept calling Dumbledore a liar and wouldn't believe him, and it kind of caused a lot of issues. So he's gonna go in trash. Then we have James Potter. We love a good James. I'm gonna put him in great just because we don't actually get to see him in like present day and everything. So for now I'm gonna put him in great because we love James. He sacrificed himself for Lily and Harry when Voldemort came to kill them, and I just honestly I love him so much. Like, he is such a good dude. We love him. And even though he was like a bully when he was at Hogwarts, he bullied Snape, I genuinely think that he grew and ended up becoming a good person. Like, I think Lily really helped him become a good person, and he obviously, like, he had such a big heart for his friend. Like, he literally became an animagus because of Lupin, because he didn't want Lupin to feel alone or scared because he had to change into a werewolf every full moon. And I just think it's like such a sweetheart. Like, I want to cry because he did not deserve to die, but we love James. Okay, then we have Oliver Wood. I love Oliver Wood, like so much. I think his love for Quidditch and his dedication to Quidditch is so funny and so beautiful. Can't cancel Quidditch. I just love him so much. So I think I'm gonna put him in great as well. We love a good Oliver Wood. He's a cutie. I love Oliver Wood. I really, really do. Okay, then we got Nymphadora Tonks. She's iconic. We love her. I think I'm gonna put her in good just because the way that J.K. Rowling took her character and made her kind of pine after Lupin, and I really don't like Lupin and Tonks. I used to when I was younger, but the older I've gotten, I'm like, that just doesn't seem like Tonks. It kind of really like destroys her, and it doesn't seem like Tonks. I don't like that they did for her. So I'm gonna put her in good just because of how J.K. Rowling did her story, but I might put her up in great later. We'll see. And then we have Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore. So we're gonna put him in trashier than trash, okay? We hate Snape in this house. So I used to like Snape. I used to be a Snape lover. Okay, I thought he got redemption. And then I grew up, you know? I got older. I reread the books and I was like, you know what? No redemption arc in Deathly Hallows is enough to make me think that he's a good dude. He bullied students for no reason. He was such an ass, and he bullied Harry purely because he hated James and was mad that he didn't end up with Lily. that was why he hated Harry so much. And yes, he was like looking out for him and like saved his life a couple of times. Like, nothing excuses his childish behavior when it came to his students, and he should never have been a teacher. He had absolutely no right to do what he did and act the way that he did, and I don't think he got any redemption. Like, I'm glad that Lily went to James, because even though James was a bully in Hogwarts, Snape is a grown-ass adult bullying children, and I just don't think that's right, and I don't think anything excuses that. He's a bad dude. I'm just remembering scenes where he like made fun of Hermione for her looks, and he hated on Hermione so hard, and poor Neville. Like, if Neville's biggest fear, if his student's biggest fear is their teacher, that is a fucking problem. So I'm sorry, but no thank you. Then we have Mr. Ronald Weasley, and of course he has to go into the Faves. He is one of the best of the best. He is just such a good dude, and I know a lot of people hate on Ron, and I don't get it. You know, he can be kind of annoying in Goblet of Fire, but I understand why. Like, he has a huge family, so he never gets the most attention. He has a lot of overpowering, successful siblings, and you know, Fred and George are like kind of like the problem kids in a way, and so they get a lot of attention as well. So he kind of just like falls by the wayside a lot. And then of course he ends up with a best friend like Harry Potter, who is the most famous guy in the entirety of the wizarding world. So he's just kind of always overshadowed, and it just kind of came to a point in Goblet of Fire where he was like, this is not okay, and it kind of bothered him, and I totally get that. Yes, it annoys me, but all in all, Ron is a really good friend. He's always there for them in the end. He's so loyal and so sweet, and he's also just like hilarious, and I'm just, oh, fuck, I love Ron Weasley so much. Like, there are not enough words to describe how much I love him and how good he is. Okay, then we have Peter Pettigrew, and he's also gonna go in trashier than trash because he betrayed James and Lily. He is the reason that they are dead, and I can't. And then he made it to where it would look like Sirius was guilty and put Sirius in Azkaban for 12 years, and I cannot forgive that because poor Sirius deserved a better freaking life. Like, we'll get to Sirius when his character comes up. But yeah, Wormtail is just shit. He's just shit, okay? I love the Marauders, but when I say I love the Marauders, I'm not counting Peter Pettigrew, because he did not deserve friends like James, Lupin, and Sirius. He did not deserve them, because they're like the best of the best, and he's just absolute trash. He's trashier than trash. So that's where he belongs, and I hate him with a fiery passion. Okay, then we've got Harry Potter, and of course, he's got to go into the Faves. He's the main character, and also, especially in the books, he is so funny and so sad. The reason why I always run out of my funny orange tabs when I'm annotating is because of Harry, okay? 9 times out of 10, he is the reason why I'm putting an orange tab into the book. He is just so funny, and I love him dearly, and obviously without him, there wouldn't be a story because he's the main character, and I literally love him with like every fiber of my being. He is such a sweetheart. Okay, the next character is Fleur Delacour, and you know what? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Fleur, because Fleur, I can never say her name properly, because we don't get to see too much of her in Goblet of Fire. Obviously that's the prime book, and then just randomly she's dating and then marries Bill Weasley, and honestly I don't really care. I think I'm gonna put her in Take 'Em or Leave 'Em, honestly. I don't particularly care for Fleur, and I have no like big feelings towards her. Like, I genuinely just have nothing to say. She's just Take 'Em or Leave 'Em. Oh, and then we've got Vernon Dursley. Do you like the picture I chose for Vernon Dursley? I think he's also trashier than trash. He just belongs there, you know? He treated Harry like garbage for no like real reason besides the fact that they knew that he was going to be a wizard, and I just don't think poor little baby Harry, who had just lost his parents, deserved to be put into that household with him and being abused and acting like a servant. And yeah, I really genuinely don't think that he was a good person. So Vernon Dursley, trashier than trash, do not like him. And then we've got Arthur Weasley. I love Arthur Weasley. I think that he is a great character. I love his obsession with muggles and muggle technology and everything to do with that, and how he always like jinxes muggle items to be magical, which is really fun. I think that he's gonna go in great. You know what? He deserves to be great, because he is just like another father figure for Harry. You know, he's there for Harry. I love in Chamber of Secrets, I can't remember if it's the same in the book, but in the movie, when Harry's just like randomly at his kitchen table, he's just like, oh, this one's not mine, there's just another kid here. And then he just kind of like bombards him with questions, and there's so many moments in the books when he like contacts the Dursleys for Harry, and it's just so funny the way that he interacts and tries to use a telephone and doesn't know how it works. And I just think he's super charming and just super funny, and I think he's a great dad. So I love a good Arthur Weasley. Can you tell that I can't stop smiling when I talk about these characters that I love? They're just, I love them so much. And then we have Cedric Diggory. I honestly, it's been a while since I read Goblet of Fire, so I can't remember how I feel about him in the book, but in the movie, he doesn't do much. I think we put him in average. You know, I think he knows that he's cool. I think he knows that he's like a cool guy, but in general, like, I don't know. He's just average. I do think that Robert Pattinson did a good job portraying him, and you know, he's a Hufflepuff. We stand Hufflepuff, so he's gonna go on average, but I do love me some Cedric. But then we got Buckbeak, so I had to include at least like a couple magical creatures in here, so we got Buckbeak. And you know what? Buckbeak's one of my favorites, and honestly, I don't even have like a full reason why. Like, Buckbeak isn't really in the books that much. He's in Prisoner of Azkaban, and then of course we see him a few times with Sirius. I just love that Buckbeak ends up living in Grimmauld Place with Sirius. It's just so cute. I don't know why. I love Buckbeak. Then we have Cho Chang. Okay, I think Cho Chang was a missed opportunity. Okay, she's a Ravenclaw. She was like really like the first Ravenclaw we met, and I'm a Ravenclaw naturally. And, you know, I really wanted more, like, Ravenclaw characters, but Cho just didn't do it for me, you know. In Goblet of Fire, like, whatever, she's okay. But then in Order of the Phoenix, like, I get that she's grieving Cedric because she dated Cedric. I get that she's grieving him, but at the same time, she was just really annoying, and she just was too jealous over Hermione, even though she had absolutely no reason to be jealous over Hermione, and it just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and I feel like she definitely was a missed opportunity. J.K. Rowling could have made her so much better, and she didn't, and that's J.K. Rowling for you. But I think I'm gonna put her in Take 'Em or Leave 'Em. Okay, then we have Ginny Weasley, and we're talking about movie Ginny Weasley. They really did her dirty, but I want to put her in my faves. Okay, she such a good character. I think Bonnie Wright deserved like such a bigger role because she looks like how I picture Ginny. She's like the perfect Ginny. They just didn't give her the part that she deserved. But yeah, I don't know. I love Ginny. I think she's so sassy, and she really comes into her own because she starts off so timid and shy because she likes Harry, and then everything happens in the Chamber of Secrets, and she kind of really comes out of her shell after that, and she really stands out to me as an amazing female character and an amazing character in general, and I love her and Harry so much, so she definitely belongs in the Faves. I'm actually gonna just move her to be beside. Can I move her to be beside Harry? Yes. We ship it. Okay. And then we've got Dumbledore. Okay, I like Dumbledore. I do. I think that he is wise and he's got a lot of cool quotes. Obviously, he's a big part of the wizarding world, but at the same time, he kind of manipulates Harry a little bit, and he could have given Harry a lot more information earlier on, and he kept things from him. But overall, I don't hate Dumbledore, so I'm gonna put him in good. I don't think he was like the best character, but I like the idea of Dumbledore. He's kind of fun. Okay, then we got Bellatrix. Now, okay, I have a lot of reasons to hate Bellatrix, okay? She killed Sirius, she killed Dobby, and while I do love her dagger, I think her dagger looks really cool, and you can buy a replica of her dagger, I refuse to buy it because it's what killed Dobby. Like, I can't do that. But I think she's just a fun character. I think she's a really good character. I think Helen Bonham Carter really portrayed her perfectly. And despite the fact that she killed my favorite characters and she's a Death Eater, I really like Bellatrix, and I don't know why. I'm gonna put her in average though, because I don't feel right putting her in the same category as Nymphadora and Dumbledore, but I think she's a fun character. Like, I don't hate her, even though like I have all the reasons to, because she killed my favorites, but I can't hate her. I don't know, she's a really fun character. Then we got Dobby. Okay, straight away he's going into Faves, and I know a lot of people find Dobby annoying. Okay, I get it. I mean, I don't really get it. I really don't. I love Dobby with like my entire being. I think that he is such a sweetheart. Yes, he does cause a lot of problems for Harry, but he's just trying to help him. Like, the entirety of Chamber of Secrets, he's going against his masters. He's going against the Malfoys just to save Harry, and he hasn't even met Harry when he like decides to start helping him. He just hears about him and is like, I must help Harry Potter. And I just think that's so admirable and so brave that he went against the Malfoys, and I think that he endured a lot of hardships and he went through a lot of pain with the Malfoys because obviously they're not good people and they abused him, like to the point where like he would say something and he would start to hurt himself because of it. Like, that just breaks my heart every single time. But he helps Harry so many times throughout the series, and he just loves Harry so much, and the way that he sacrifices himself for them in Deathly Hallows, and when he dies I cry so hard and I want to cry because he's dead and I hate it, but Like, I literally have a Dobby doll on my shelf, so like, I obviously stand Dobby. Okay, then we have Umbridge, and she's obviously trashier than trash. We do not like Umbridge in this house. She is a brat. She is disgusting. I absolutely despise her. She is literally the worst part of Order of the Phoenix. I don't even love to hate her. I just actually hate her. There are not enough bad things that I could say about her. She's such a dictator, and she ruins Hogwarts in Order of the Phoenix, and yep, I hate her. She deserves to die a horrible death. Okay, we got Seamus. Do you like the picture I chose for him with like the burned face? We love it. So he's a funny character, but I like him more in the movie. Is that true? No, I don't. I was gonna say I like him more in the movies than in the books, but I don't even think that's true. He's an okay character. He, you know, does a bad thing. He starts to believe the Daily Prophet instead of Harry and thinking that Voldemort isn't actually back. You know what? I'm gonna put him in Take Him or Leave Him. I think he's entertaining in the first little while, first few years at Hogwarts, but then, I don't know. He's not my favorite. He's kind of the ones I just don't particularly care about, but I do think he's kind of funny, and I do really want that Funko Pop where his face is all burned like that. It's quite funny. Okay, and then got Draco Malfoy. Now, Draco Malfoy is a really difficult character because he's obviously, like, bullied Harry, and he's not a good person throughout the series. But when you're born into a family of, like, Death Eaters, and, you know, your dad's, like, one of, like, the top men for Voldemort, like, kind of hard family to be in. And I don't think he grew up around a lot of love, and obviously was put into, like, a lot of issues, especially in, like, Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows, having to, like, be told by Voldemort at such a young age, I want you to kill Dumbledore. I think it's really, really hard, and I do think that he's a bit of redemption. Obviously, he helped save Harry's life in Deathly Hallows and the Malfoy Manor, and he's not like an awful dude, so I'm gonna put him in average, because he's not the best. He does annoy me for the majority of the series, but I think I like him a bit more in the movies just because he's not as bad in the movies in general. I think Tom Felton did such a good job with him. We're just gonna put him in average because he's not the worst, but he's not the best either. We got Lucius Malfoy, and he's, again, trashier than trash as well, honestly. And I don't know if he did this in the book, but in the movie, he wanted to put the killing curse on Harry simply because he set Dobby free. Like, that's a bit extreme, my friend. And you know what? He's just an ass. He's an ass. So he's gonna trashier than trash. We do not like him. Oh, then we got Filch, and he's trash. He's trash as well. He's just really annoying. He is always wanting to get the students in trouble. He obviously joins Umbridge's side when she comes into the school. He's just a weird dude, man. He's just a weird dude. And we got Lee Jordan. We do love Lee Jordan. I wish that he was in the movies more because he's so funny. He is obviously best friends with Fred and George, and we love him, so I'm gonna put him in good. But I do love Lee Jordan, and I definitely wish we got to see him more in the movies. Then we've got Luna Lovegood. I think I'm gonna put her in Faves. We got to. It's Luna Lovegood. Come on. And Ivana Lynch did such a good job with her. Like, she is Luna. She doesn't play Luna. She is Luna. And I just think that she did such a good job bringing Luna to life. And in the books, Luna is just such a good character, such a good friend. And she's just adorable, honestly. Like, she's weird, but she, like, owns it. She never, like, apologizes for it. And she knows that people think she's weird. But, I love Luna. Okay, we got Petunia. And you know what? She's slightly above Vernon, I think. And the reason why I say that is because she does have a bit of redemption at the end of Deathly Hallows when I think she, like, talks to Harry and, like, says something nice to Harry. So I'm gonna put her in trash, but she is also pretty trashy. She's not great, but I do like her slightly more than Vernon. Okay, this is Slughorn. You know what? I'm gonna take him or leave him. Don't really care for Slughorn. He's obviously the reason that Tom Riddle, Voldemort, knew about the Horcruxes. I think that he would have found that information no matter what. Like, I think he was so determined that he would have found that information no matter what. But Slughorn has obviously made it easier for him and told him. But honestly, he just doesn't have a huge part and doesn't really do anything for me, so he's just take him or leave him. Then we have Dudley. Dudley's also gonna go in trash because he bullies Harry. But he does have redemption at the end. He tells Harry that he's not a waste of space, and it's so cute. I do think that he comes around, and I think he has a new appreciation for Harry after Order of the Phoenix, and yeah, but he's still kind of trash, so. And we have Molly Weasley, and she's gonna go in great as well because she is such a good mother figure for Harry. He doesn't have many motherly type figures, and she is one of the only ones. He has a lot of father figures. But I love Molly Weasley. I think she's such a sweetheart, and she loves Harry so much and treats him as one of her own without even questioning it, and she met him once and knitted him a Weasley jumper as if he was part of the family, which is just so cute. but I do think that she does have a few issues. She's kind of not so great to Hermione a lot of the time, and that's rude and I hate it, but I think overall she's a really good person, a really good character, and a good mom, and so she's gonna go in great. Gilderoy Lockhart. I actually don't like Gilderoy in as an actual person. I think he's pretty shitty. He steals stories and passes them off as his own. When faced with issues at Hogwarts, he wants to run away instead of trying to help or come clean or whatever, and then he wants to erase Harry and Ron's memories. I'm gonna put him in average just because he's really entertaining, especially in the movies. That actor did such a good job. Yeah, I don't know, I just think he's really entertaining. He's kind of like a funny character. And then we have Lavender Brown. We don't like Lavender, but she's not trash. So I'm gonna put him in take him or leave him, but I don't like her with Ron. I think that they are a bad fit. And I also don't like the way that she treats Hermione. Then we have Lily Potter. She's also gonna go in great, but I'm gonna put her next to James because I'm a nerd. But I don't know, I really, really love Lily. I think she sacrificed so much for Harry when she gave up her life to protect him and just wanted Harry to be safe. I don't know, I just think that Lily would have been such a good mom to Harry and would have been great guidance to him, and I'm sad that she only got a year with him. It's really sad, but we love Lily. We really, really do. We've got Mad Eye Moody. Not my favorite, if I'm being completely honest. I think I'm gonna put him in average. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a strong connection to him. I think he's kind of cool, kind of interesting, kind of kooky. But obviously the majority of time what we spend with him is in Goblet of Fire, and that's not even him, so we're gonna put him in average. He's just okay. Okay, Madame Hooch. I wish that she was in the movies more. I don't even know if we see a lot of her in the books, but you know what? She's also kind of average. I do kind of like her though. She's just a spunky, cool character. I kind of like her. Oof. Okay, so we have Narcissa Malfoy. So she's different to me than Draco and Lucius. I think that she's honestly an you know what? I think she is average because, yeah, she doesn't deserve to be in good because I don't care about her that much, but I think she's a cool character. It's weird that she's sisters with Bellatrix, but yeah, let's put her over there. Cool. She's not a good character, but again, she saves Harry's life just like Draco does in Deathly Hallows when she pretends that he's dead, and I really, really appreciate that. And I think she's just a mom who cares for her son and just wants to make sure that her son is okay. I don't really have too much against Narcissa. Neville Longbottom. He's going in Faves because he's a good boy, ain't he? He's a good boy. We stan. He's a bit of a weirdo, but he's such a sweetheart, and I ship him with Luna, which is perfect that they're next to each other, and I didn't even do that on purpose, okay? They're just naturally together. I just think he's such a good friend, and I love his progression and his character development from being this kind of weak character who's not very good at magic and kind of gets made fun of to becoming this really strong character who kind of saves the fucking wizarding world. He's a badass. So we do stan a Neville Longbottom. Okay, and then we have Ollivander. Again, we don't really see too much of him, so I'm just gonna have to put him in average, I think, but I do really like Ollivander. I think he's a good, a fun character, obviously. Gives Harry his first wand, and then he goes through a lot in Deathly Hallows when he's kind of taken hostage by Voldemort and whatnot. I do like Ollivander, but I don't have a huge care for him. Percy Weasley. He's trash. He does have redemption in Deathly Hallows, sure, but he put the Weasleys through so much, okay, and they did not deserve that. They gave him the best that they could, and he just completely turned on them and became a fudge hoe and just wanted to serve the ministry, and I can't fully forgive that. He's just kind of an ass. He's kind of snotty and thinks that he's better than everybody, and I don't like that. McGonagall's a favorite. She is such a badass. We love her so much, and she is a bit of a hard ass as well, but she cares, so she's a fave. We stand McGonagall. She's a toughie, but I love her so much. And then we have Fred and George. I couldn't separate them. I couldn't do it. They come as a package deal. They really do. So they're also faves. They're just so much fun. They're a huge comic relief in the books when things are a bit hard, and they're just geniuses. They are smarter than you think they are, and they deserve so much more recognition from their parents and more love, and I just think they're literal geniuses. And it's kind of one of those examples where school smarts don't necessarily mean if you don't have school smarts and if you don't do well in school, it doesn't mean that you're not smart. I think they really prove that, and they're little entrepreneurs, and fuck, I love them so much. And then we have Quarrel, and Quarrel is take him or leave him. Honestly, I don't hate him. I think he's a bad dude, but I don't think he's trash. Do you know what I mean? I think we didn't get to see enough of him for me to actually actively despise him. We got Lupin. Lupin's a favorite, automatically. I just love him so much. I think that he went through a really hard time. You know, he's a werewolf. It's hard to get jobs, especially once Snape fucking outs him and ruins his life, basically. And he doesn't think that he can be loved, and that's why he doesn't want to be with Tonks, and he's just a sweet dude, and he's just there for Harry in Prisoner of Azkaban. And I don't know, man, I really love Lupin, and I don't think that he deserved to die at the end, which is really sad. I mean, nobody really deserved to die, like, none of the good guys deserved to die, but fuck, he really didn't deserve to die. I just hate that the Marauders are all dead, okay? It breaks my heart. Then we have Rita Skeeter, and you know what, she's also average. She's really rude. She's just like a rude reporter, but she's kind of entertaining, especially in the movies. I like the actress that plays her, but she's not great. Okay, then we got Hagrid, and Hagrid is like one of my like absolute top favorite Harry Potter characters, and I could talk about him for literally forever. I just think he's the biggest sweetheart, okay? He looks gruff, but inside he's just the biggest cinnamon bun, and he just loves his little magical creatures. I love when, oh, I love it. He's like, oh, when he talks to Norbert, oh, he knows his mummy. It's really cute, and I love him so much, and he's literally like Harry's first real, like, kind of not necessarily like a father figure, but just like a friend. You know, he's like his first friend, really. Like, I know Ron is like his first friend, but Hagrid's the person that like introduces him to the wizarding world and brings him everything and buys him a beautiful little Hedwig. And honestly, he doesn't get as much love as he deserves, you know? He should have had a kid fucking named after him. Like, I will go down to the grave with this. It should have been, at the very least, Albus Rubius, okay? I'm just saying. Then we got Sirius. He's also a favorite. We really love Sirius. I just love the Marauders. Like I said, like, I just really love the Marauders, and I really wish that he got to live with Harry. And I just think he had a really unfair life. He had a hard home life to the point where he moved out and moved in with James's family. And then, you know, he had really good friends, and he was like, you know, having a good time. And then Peter Pettigrew obviously betrayed them all, and then he ended up in Azkaban for fucking 12 years while grieving his best friend. Can you imagine having to go to jail for 12 years for, like, being accused of betraying your best friend, and everyone believing that you betrayed your best friend, but really you didn't, and you know the truth, and you're just there kind of like grieving your best friend while being in jail? It's like, that's hard shit. And just knowing that Harry is out there and he's his godfather and he can't help him, it's awful. I mean, he does have a few faults. Like, he definitely compares Harry to James and sometimes thinks that Harry is James, but that doesn't really bother me too much. Another thing I don't like about Sirius is that he's really rude to Creature. I know Creature's an ass, but I think that he just mistreated Creature a lot as well. But all in all, we love Sirius. We do like Trelawney. I'm gonna put her in good. I think she's a fun character, an interesting character. Okay, then we got Marge. We're gonna put her in trash. You know, she's pretty damn rude. I don't like the Dursleys. Hermione's definitely a fave. I feel like I don't really need to describe why I love Hermione. I feel like that's just kind of like obvious why I love her. We've got Victor Crumb, and honestly, again, take him or leave him. I actually don't really care for Victor. I think he's really weird. And we got Voldemort. I love this picture I chose for Voldemort. I think it's quite funny. I'm gonna put him in, I mean, he's trash because, like, he's trying to take down the wizarding world. Yeah, he's trash. Yeah, there's a lot of characters here, so it's kind of hard to show them all, but this is my final tier ranking for Harry Potter characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below if you guys agree with my ranking, what you would change, or if you want to make your own tier maker list of Harry Potter characters, I'll link it down below for you. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!